We are currently pretty much 2 months away from the end of 2025. My client Melissa started working with me 2 months ago, and in that time, she has lost 12 centimeters from around her waist. She has dropped 10 pounds, and she literally looks incredible. So I thought I would come and tell you exactly how we have done this, so that if you're looking to lose 10 pounds ahead of 2026, so you can roll into the new year looking and feeling your absolute best and with some incredible momentum behind you, you know exactly what you need to do. If you guys are new here, my name's Georgia and I am a women's online health and fitness coach. I help incredible powerhouse women step into their ultimate confidence by dropping body fat, toning up and building a lifestyle that actually sticks for them long term. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back for another video. I appreciate you guys so much. And today I just want to share all the tools, tips and tricks, I'm not going to be holding anything back, that has helped my client Melissa and helps all of my one-to-one clients drop 10 pounds plus and feel utterly incredible. So with that being said, let's get into the video. Over the last 3.5 years of running Team GE Fit, I have built a bulletproof method that I call my Fearless Confidence Framework. That framework is based upon 3 pillars, and I'm going to show you exactly how to set those 3 pillars up for yourself so that you can go away, drop body fat, tone up and level up ahead of the Christmas party season. I feel like something that's really, really easy to do this time of year is say, oh, I'll start in January, but actually we forget how much progress we can make in literally the space of a couple of months. And this is exactly what my client Melissa's done. So my 3 pillars within my framework consist of the Elevate pillar, the Energize pillar, and the Empower pillar. So let's start first of all with the Elevate pillar, which is where we focus on your training. The first thing I want you to do is make sure that you are moving more, but moving more in a way that works for you. There is literally no one size fits all when it comes to exercise, but 2 of the biggest things that I would suggest is you want to make sure it's something that you enjoy and you want to make sure it's something that fits into your schedule. I look at every single one of my clients' schedules and then I make their program work around that. It shouldn't have to be that you're trying to fit into the program. It should be that the program molds around you. Ideally, you want to be prioritizing some sort of resistance training. Obviously, as women, our muscle mass is naturally going to deteriorate when we get to a certain age. So if we can fight to build and maintain that muscle mass, this is going to put us in a far better stead when it comes to building a toned and lean physique and also keeping us healthy long term. Now, the second thing alongside your resistance focused training is your steps. This is your general day-to-day movement, and it's something that is so powerful when it comes to fat loss. So what I want you to do is grab your phone, go to the health app, and you're going to look at your average steps over the last week or month or whatever. You're going to take that average, you're going to add 2K on top of that. So say, for example, your current average is around 5,000 steps per day. That would take your step target up to 7K daily. That is going to give you an extra 14,000 steps across the course of the week. So as much as it may seem small on the surface, it's something that's going to make a big, big difference. And this is something that I did initially with Melissa. Not only did I look at her schedule, her availability to get some resistance training and get her into the gym, but I also looked at where she was currently at with her steps and how we could push that, but in a way that felt manageable for her around her job, around her social life, without having to spend hours constantly going on walks. My client Melissa is also someone who likes to do a lot of classes, and so it was really important that we balance that around her resistance training to make sure that she was having adequate rest days and not feeling too run down by the process. Then the second pillar moves us on to the Energize pillar, which is all focused around your nutrition. And from a fat loss perspective, this is a huge needle mover. So this is one that I really want you to completely dial in. Now, the number one thing that I do with my one-to-one clients is take all the thinking out of the process for them. I set their nutritional targets, whether we're working on just tracking your calories or whether we're working on tracking protein or all of your macros. This is something I give as an option to my clients, but equally I want to look at where you're at right now and what is a small manageable step that we can take. So for example, in Melissa's sense, she was already tracking her calories. She was already quite aware of her protein. So we went straight in with those very specific calorie and protein targets so we could focus on just getting as much momentum as quickly as we could. And that's exactly what we did. Now, obviously I go away and calculate these things for my clients, but a really easy formula that you can use as an alternative is to take your body weight in pounds and multiply that by 10. That's going to give you a really good sized calorie deficit that's also manageable. When we're looking at your nutrition, a big thing is that you want to eat the foods that you enjoy. So if you're someone who's not already tracking your calories, what I would firstly start by doing is just tracking your week to see what you are naturally eating and building some awareness around what's going into your diet. From From there, you can work out what can stay and what also needs to be tweaked within your diet to make it more calorie efficient and to also mean that you are feeling full and satisfied by your meals whilst getting a balance of the things you enjoy and also the things that you need. Like I said, with Melissa, we very much jumped straight in with this because that was a stage that she was currently at. And a big thing that we looked at was how we could manage her social events around those calories. She is someone who eats out from time to time. She's also been on holiday for over a week whilst we have worked together and still seen this progress. So it was about looking at each individual social event or holiday and how we could put some tactics in place ahead of time. A big thing that I work on with all of my clients is making sure that we plan out those social events in advance so that we can still factor those into their plans. A big thing that has really helped this has been increasing volume within her diet. So making sure that she's getting at least 1 to 2 servings of fruit and veg with every single meal and pushing what we call high volume foods up within her diet. This means that even when she does have social events and we have to pull back on calories elsewhere, she's still getting meals that are filling and satisfying. Then the last pillar that I work on with my clients is the empower pillar, where we look at things like your lifestyle, and also this is where the accountability comes into things. As I said earlier, Melissa is someone who loves to do classes, and also obviously bringing in training, we needed to make sure that she was getting adequate rest and adequate recovery alongside that. Hydration has also been another big thing that we've really focused on, but the biggest thing that has meant that she's stayed on track and been able to continually adapt around all the things that have come up over these past 2 months is that I am literally there in her corner no matter what. We are always continually refining and adapting her program. And I think that's a big thing that I really want you to take from this video. Just because you set something for yourself or someone set something for you, that doesn't mean that it's set in stone. As I literally say to all of my clients every week, our life is forever changing and forever evolving, and our program needs to adapt around that. So in summary, the things that I want you to focus on so that you can drop 10 pounds of body fat before the year is up. Number 1 is making sure that you are moving more, getting yourself into a routine with your resistance training that is sustainable for you, whilst also pushing up that step total in a way that is, again, achievable within your lifestyle. Number 2 is to make sure that you are dialed into your calorie deficit and also prioritizing a diet that is high in volume to keep you full and satisfied whilst you plan ahead around your social events, because ultimately we are coming into a busy time of the year. And number 3 is making sure that you take into account those other lifestyle factors like your rest, your recovery, and also your hydration. And these are all the things that we focused on over the last 2 months that I've mapped out for Melissa to get her seeing incredible results. And if you want me to map out this process and what it would look like for you, or you want more information on how my one-to-one coaching works, I will put the link for my one-to-one coaching applications down below. If we're a good fit to work together, I'll drop you a message on Instagram and we can have a little chat and take it from there. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I hope you found this helpful. Like I said, these are all things that you can literally go in action this week to start getting that ball rolling and seeing some incredible progress before 2025 is out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.